Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode number 199 of the Terminus podcast for the weeks of January 7th, 2023. It is our first podcast of the new year and not the first time I've tried to do this intro. I'm your host, Ellis, otherwise known as the Admiral. With me, I have Jacob Durbin, Nicholas Christensen as our engineers, Jared Cole as our fireman, and Anthony Massara as our brakeman.
No. Don't you ever call me that? I will slap you.
You will, buddy.
Don't
threaten me with a good time.
I will steal your tie rods.
Well, wouldn't really be much of a loss for me right now, would it? Without further ado, this is a podcast about trains, not tie rods, and the train will terminate at this station. Yeah, I genuinely forgot what I was supposed to say there for a minute.
Okay, so we introduced it, so I'll introduce it right now. I don't introduce that much. This week we're in wonderful Santa Fe, Johnson, named for, I don't know, I guess the Santa Fe after they took all the oil from SP.
This is Santa Fe, New Mexico, Kansas City, Missouri.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
There's Santa Fe.
It is currently 12:25.
But did the Santa Fe go? But did Santa Fe go to both the Santa Fe's? I mean, probably.
Did it?
I don't know. I'll Google that while you go into build up the grass ones.
Yeah, starting with Burlington, Northern Santa Fe, just because I wanted to do the segue. A train smashes car partially on railroad in Flagstaff, which I think that is a hell of a distinction to make, to say that it was partially on the railroad track. It was on the track. It got hit by a train. Like, there isn't much of a partially there. But that isn't the earliest one. That was on Christmas Eve. I hope there wasn't a family going to Christmas dinner or something. Christmas Eve dinner. No, 4 days earlier we had the first wrecks of the period, one by Norfolk Southern, which was, if I can see it, this was a pretty rough one. I'll come back to that in a second. Union Pacific, on the other hand, slammed into a truck? No, they derailed 27 cars of iron ore in Victorville, California, actually. So, for all those Run 8 players out there, it's closed. Yeah, that looks like a hell of a mess. And it's always kind of interesting to see when, especially empty hoppers pile up, because they really don't retain their shape very well. So it just looks like lasagna made of freight cars. But Norfolk Southern hit a concrete beam and had a serious wreck on account of that. And we actually have something unique here, which is we got an update on the wreck a couple days afterward, which is the crew members being released from the hospital, cleanup having been completed and the rail line reopening. Like, it is not common that we get a follow-up within the Class 1 Mantle of Responsibility. So at least they're cleaning stuff up. Back on the 24th, 30 cars derailed when CN, I don't know, I guess did a fender bender. There's a video of it. An image, rather, as the header to the article of them doing a little intersection on a switch. There was a, quote, switch malfunction, and the train's, quote, rubbed shoulders, which resulted in 30 cars on the ground. So, don't rub shoulders. It's, leave room for Jesus.
Leave room for Jesus.
Yeah, train Jesus.
So at 40.
Leave room for F40, exactly. Uh, anyway, there was another wreck in Oklahoma on the 28th. This was also Union Pacific. I think they hit an RV. Yeah, they hit an RV. At a relatively slow speed, but they still pushed it around. And then BNSF gets a crown for being the first Class 1 railroad to wreck in the new year. Congratulations on January 1st, 2023. BNSF derailed in downtown Kennewick, which I don't know where that is. But
Downtown Kennewick, Washington?
is it Washington?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's bad because I can tell by Tri-City Herald.
Gotcha. Yeah, we do get quite a few articles from them.
Yeah.
The entire Tri-City area was evacuated. No, just kidding. 6 rail cars derailed. They were full of corn and grain. Not a big deal, but that's still, BNSF gets
Yeah, better get the We Whale-onator for that one.
yeah. BNSF getting the worst kind of award. Congratulations, and but what have we been up to these past couple of days? Milky, I hear that you did not in fact work on the speeder. No news from Railroads Offline.
No, not yet.
Well,
Currently trying to sell a thing on the trailer to get the trailer emptied so I can start modifying it.
oh, okay. Are you going to use the trailer to transport the speeder around?
Yep.
Ah. Well, just don't use, 8 forklifts to put rail onto the trailer. We've seen how that doesn't work out.
That really does not work out. It's quite an exciting experience.
Dropping 100 tons of steel with 8 forklifts. There's going to be a link to a video in the cargoes for what we're talking about, but TBA posted it earlier today. Loading rail gone wrong.
I haven't really done much in terms of actual railroad stuff other than we haven't done anything.
Yeah.
Virtual railroading on the other hand, oh boy.
Does OpenTTD count as virtual railroading?
No, but the MPS server does.
Oh, how's that been going?
It was so chaotic. Okay, so we figured out by accident that you can increase the size of your selection and trains to an ungodly size.
Oh no!
Well, for the copy paste tool.
Yeah. Well, no. For the randomized terrain.
Oh no!
Oh god.
So we had a pretty solid map going. It was pretty good for test map.
Oh yeah, it is.
It was good, and then TJ
I made a
decided
crazy
that
bridge.
he wanted water on the map.
Oh no!
So all of a sudden we had the Pacific Ocean spawn.
Wait.
It's like oh okay. And then the WoW he just corrupted itself from there. And there was some talk about taking away TJ's right to do anything.
So wait. So did he just have his radius turned all the way up when he tried to place water or something? Okay,
so we wound up doing the randomized ground.
Right.
Not a dem, just the straight up in-game tool.
Well, yeah, because you guys couldn't get the dem to work, right?
Yeah, MB3, please help.
Which, on the one hand, I'm sad about because it means that, you guys didn't get the dem to work. But on the other hand, it's like, oh, okay. My qualms about the MPS route are averted for the time being.
Well, the randomized terrain tool can do some stuff when it's in a good mix of it anyway.
When it's speed,
but you can definitely overdo it, which we found out. Yeah.
Oh no.
So yeah, I built this entire big ocean that I can only describe as Minecraft-y because it's just blocks of stuff going up and down. It's like, oh yeah, we made Minecraft. So then I proceeded to build an actual railroad on the part that wasn't screwed up. And then TJ added like a random texture and grass to the entire map. And it became the Mojave Desert. I went
Oops.
from having a full forest to the Mojave Desert, and then the map died. So, the map is still there, and you can tell where I built my right-of-way at, but there isn't any forest or track or anything.
Oh no.
It,
TJ dropped a nuke.
yeah.
He's-
So we're gonna try again at some point with hopefully much better results. Although
I hope it
really
lasts
funny.
longer. I mean, it was only
Yeah.
like last week that you guys were like, "All right, well, what should we do?"
Yeah. No, it was in and out fast.
At least we like to help N3V develop their, and strengthen the multiplayer surveyor because, like,
By breaking as hard as we can.
exactly,
That's
we're
the point of it.
we're the
Oh.
ultimate stress testers for multiplayer surveyor.
Yeah,
Actually,
we
I
have
guess
successfully weaponized the Discord server.
I suppose I did do some stuff. I made this nice scene on my Ramblin' Valley Railway route.
Oh yeah, but that looks cool.
Oh,
The
that is
costume
nice.
is actually that way in real life.
Yeah. The track I've noticed you're using transitional pieces. So it goes from like clean to dirty, and then right
Okay.
back to clean.
Oops.
Oops. But also the actual railroad is kind of that way, so it works. And then I experimented with snow. because there was, because there was icy outside and I felt like screwing around,
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
This could be a screenshot comp entry, honestly. I don't know what the prompt would be. But
Snow.
Grid Shots Part 2.
Spooky.
Winter socks. Yeah.
Weather.
Weather. Yeah.
The prompt is just snow!
The prompt is critical conditions.
Critical.
Post white pass engine stuck in the snow.
Yeah.
I actually
You
did
just-
that for a prompt.
You
I
just
think.
you just post like an empty landscape full of snow. It's like they're under there somewhere.
I did that. I did that. Except for the top of the smokestack was visible in the cab.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
There's a story of like 491 getting like buried under snow.
Yeah.
And the guy that went out to look for him was like just about to give up, and then he like fell into the cab. I think it went. I think that's how it went. Sounds right. Cause like he was like, oh man, they fell over. Oh man, they're dead. And boom. Hi.
That sounds like some railway series shit.
Yeah. But
Just fell
fortunately,
through
no one was hurt.
Except that portion of the bitch. Anyway.
He fell and breaks his leg. But I was gonna say, you guys made Minecraft, and I'm just thinking like the step downs from like more blocky to more blocky. It's like trains and
Yeah.
then open TTD and then actual Minecraft.
Yeah, pretty
We
much.
had a
And then, I don't know, Legos.
Legos. We had a pretty detailed discussion on like what the best train mod is for Minecraft. I don't think we have the time to do it over right now, but it was a pretty in-depth discussion in the Minecraft channel, maybe a few days ago or last week or something.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, oh man, if I could find what my final assessment was, I would like to just say that out loud. Oh, it's barely up there. It has not really gotten buried because nobody's been playing Minecraft. Which is that Rails of War
Okay.
wins on form, immersive routing wins on function, and Traincraft splits the difference. Or
No, that's about right.
Yeah, if immersive railroading is trains in Minecraft and Rails of War is Minecraft trains,
Yeah,
Traincraft is trains for Minecraft.
yeah,
Uh,
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only reason why I prefer immersive railroading is it's so darn easy to import something that you
Yeah.
made.
oh yeah, I mean,
Compared to Wheels of War, where you have to go through the developer and go through like a 6 month process, and then have them tell them "f you."
yeah.
uh, yeah,
If everything in Open Rails just looked like it was from Rails of War, it'd be way better.
there are some packs out there that are designed in that style, and
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
quite
It's just vast differences.
yeah,
But hey, that's what you get. I mean,
yeah.
um, let's see here.
Well, I haven't done much like virtual stuff. I mean, I've done a little bit in trains here and there. I've kind of not really strong armed Dean and Milky into doing this, but they, I think Dean uploaded the latest, like, I guess it's still technically beta of the Horseman route.
Yeah.
Oh.
I did.
And
The forever beta.
Yeah, and I've been messing around with it a little bit today. And well, one, I keep forgetting just how goddamn old it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
This-
old.
Trains
Yeah.
2012.
it may
Yeah.
have been repolished with new textures, but it's still the same old map.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm kind of torn. Like, part of me wants to, just say, and like maybe we do this as a multiplayer thing. Like, fuck it, rebuild it from scratch.
Oh
It
would
would
no!
go faster.
But part of me also is like, let's just update what we have, get it operational, finish everything, and then
Remove
actually,
all the non-DOS assets from it, and we could do it.
Yeah,
yeah, and then actually release it.
That would be the thing.
that'd be quite a
It's
thing.
ju-
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just there's so many non-DOS assets on that route.
Yeah, that's
And
the problem.
and it is like a pretty large route.
Yeah,
It's pretty big. I
But-
mean, I wonder how many tiles it is compared to like
I
Tollbreaker,
mean,
for example.
we could. I mean, I think it's smaller than the biggest NPS route that I've seen, so it could definitely fit in. But
yeah. I mean, at least like with how I see it, it's like big enough to where like you got some distance between towns and like you get the sense of going somewhere,
yeah,
but it's not. Well, it's like do you guys remember the UMR, the Ultra Mega
Yeah.
route?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
where
remember
it's
trying
like,
to
I
automate
never
it.
played on it.
God,
yeah.
you what?
I was trying to automate it at one point
You why?
because
You
it's a
pour-
big
you
route with
pour-
lots of industries.
Yeah,
I figured it would be like a dry run for trying to do Tollbrand, but the thing is, there aren't
It's-
enough industries in that route that like work with each other.
yeah.
So,
I remember doing multiplayer on it, and it's like it'd be like the highlight of the session if I passed another train.
Right.
yeah,
Like not even interacted with them, like drop off cars for them. It's just I passed them like on my way somewhere.
yeah, that's. I mean, that's
Yeah.
sort of how Run 8 is sometimes.
Yeah, but I don't know, I feel like it's that perfect size balance.
Hmm.
But in non-virtual stuff, I got I got a big upgrade for Christmas. I got a spray booth and an airbrush,
Yeah.
Taste.
so I can paint stuff no longer dependent on the weather. Thank God.
Wait, how
Is
was
it
it
good?
weather dependent before? I don't do this stuff.
Had to go outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like for spray paint, it's got to be like anywhere above like 50, and it's okay. I mean, you can go outside real quick and spray it, but like I did that. Scroll through the pictures with that nickel plate Berg. I originally sprayed the tender black with spray paint, and then left it outside to dry because spray paint stinks,
Mm.
and it like didn't cure properly, and it looked like shit.
Oh,
And I'm like, since somebody's paying me to do this, I'm gonna strip it and redo it.
and it came out looking really good.
Thank you.
And I see
Only
you
thing
also
is, it
have
kind of
boosts.
yeah, that was the first thing I painted, and I realized that in the first picture it's kind of hard to see, but you look at the airbrush and see like the little clear thing on the end.
I'll let me pull up the first picture.
Yeah,
What is it?
basically, I don't know. I guess it's like to protect the nozzle or something. I thought you could paint with it on, but you
No.
can't.
No.
It's basically
Kind of blew it
like,
off.
honestly, it's like a little condom for the airbrush.
It's a
kind of
lens
what it
cap.
does. Yeah, lens
Yeah.
cap, condom, same difference. Honestly.
Yeah.
But like I started, like it would just splatter paint everywhere. I'm like, what the hell? And then I take that off and it worked just fine. I'm like, oh, got it.
Well, there's your problem.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, this
it
is
worked.
cool, and it's well timed considering you have all these new projects.
Yeah. I mean, so far I haven't gotten really anywhere with it. I still need to get in touch with Ian about his auto train stuff. I don't know if Agilis is going to actually send me stuff to do or not.
Might give you some stuff in the future to do.
Hell yeah.
I mean, we already have a deal, but it has nothing to do with painting, so
Yeah.
this doesn't help you.
Yeah, that's true. But it's all good.
I haven't been on the MPS route. In fact, I didn't really know what was going on with it, and I'm glad you could fill me in. But I have been back in trains finally after a few weeks of hiatus. I was sick. Christmas happened. Then Gloria was sick.
Yeah.
So I had to take some time off. But I came back to Tolbrand and I laid out most of the town of Pan Am a couple days ago. Also had some new people in the chat, and then subsequently new people in the Discord server. If you're new here on this channel or whatever, we have a Discord server. There's a link in the description to Cargo's document, which is where all the stuff from this episode is going. And we're glad to have you. But it had been my first time laying out a town in quite a while, and it had been my first time laying out a town like that ever. I was taking inspiration from a town in Iowa. I don't remember what the name of it is. I say it about 1 million times in the episode, but I don't remember what the name of it is. It's Kellogg. It's Kellogg, Iowa.
Cereal.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just a typical like farm town. It got a little bit bigger than I expected it to originally, but I made use of rulers extensively for the first time in my train's career.
Damn son.
Yeah. I basically had never used them before, maybe a couple of episodes ago when I started using them to block out farms. Before then it was very sparing, and I don't even know if I understood what the features of them were.
I think the only time I've used a ruler is like to make a mile-long consist for making.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about what I've used it for.
The only
too.
time I ever used a ruler was when I would like make a passing sighting and make it like a 3000 or something, you know.
Ah.
That's a good use for it. Considering I do terrain first, I'm usually trying to like fit in a passing sighting somewhere. Instead of like, oh, I know I'm gonna put one here, you know?
Yeah.
But that's a good use for them. I mean, it's a little bit more difficult if you have a curve, for example, but you know.
Yeah.
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 But
Apparently this town has blocks that are 300 feet on a side, which is tiny. They fit like 4 houses in a block.
Ooh.
But
Well,
you know what? It's prototypical. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's some prototype for everything. So
yeah, I just need to download more town buildings. I only have like 1 or 2 kinds of town hall, 1 or 2 kinds of church. I don't have any police stations. I need to go in the DLS and download stuff, but I can't do it during episodes because I crashed my game. So, you know. I've got new computer parts available, but I need to pick up some things like some new RAM, etc. before I can upgrade. But someday I'll get back to doing AI when my computer is a little bit better. But for now, it's just going to be going ham trying to get these farm fields down. I'm 2 Pan Am, so it means that I am not that far from the next major town, which is Bellington, and South Bellington, which are going to be a little bit industrial. I have a couple of ideas for prototypes, but it's mostly going to be like southern Maine industrial town. I don't know.
Yeah, wake up outside of Maine.
Yeah, right. Dean, I do want to talk about the T1 Trust, but they have their video. It speaks for itself. And Dean, you did something fairly special, which is you met with someone who stayed in the house of the Pharaoh.
Yes, Graham had driven cross country a few days ago to get stuff from his uncle, and I actually saw it, and it's really nice, but I didn't get any pictures of it, so ask him for them. But yeah, so on his way back, his stepdad wanted to stay the night in the pyramid, so they did. I saw them the next morning, and I waited maybe an hour, just sort of getting entranced by the crystal skull. But yeah, Pharaoh Pro said it's time to come in. So I did. I met Graham for the second time. Yes.
He's Graham in a shopping cart.
Yes. I had actually bought my copy of Graham there, because you can get anything in in the pyramid.
You take him to the register and be like, "I'm sorry, I couldn't find the UPC code on this."
Yeah.
Sometimes I do that when I take Lafayette into the market. Into Stop and Shop, I go up to the thing and I put all my stuff on the conveyor belt. Like, hey, can you help me scan this?
What's the price of one good boy?
Yeah. How much is that doggy in the basket?
Treat. But yeah.
What the dog do?
So I had breakfast in there, which was horrible. Oh my god!
Wait,
it was
really?
So, yeah, because there's some restaurant there called Wahlburgers.
Oh no!
And this was at like
I've had
9
Wahlburgers.
at like 9:30, and it was a breakfast menu, and like nothing really appealed to me.
Wahlburgers.
So I just got myself the oatmeal, which was a horrible mistake, because it had no taste, and the consistency was snake farm.
I was about to be like, "There's a Wahlburgers inside the pyramid," and then I remember I walked by it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's there.
There's also a bowling alley in there.
What?
Yes, it's
Oh,
right.
I gotta do this. Oh yes.
Bowling in the pyramid.
Yes.
So,
Luckily, it was Ireland.
We had breakfast. Got there a car loaded up, and moved out of the way, and we just sort of walked around for the next 3 hours thereabouts. We went to the top, which was really neat, because I've actually never been to the top before, and it's really neat. And there is another restaurant there. I can't remember what it's called though, but it looked so good.
Is it any money to go up to the top of the pyramid?
Yeah, it's $8 for adults, but it's
that's not that bad.
free. But it's free if you stayed in the hotel.
Oh, okay.
Which
Okay,
is like
that's neat.
$300 a night. It's really
Oh
expensive.
my god.
No,
Yeah,
thanks.
it's
If I had the choice between staying in the Bass Pro Shops pyramid and staying in the Mount Washington Hotel, I would probably pick the latter. They're about the same price.
They are, yeah, and like the the hotel is actually really nice. It was very cozy, but there is only like one real way to get up, and like
Stairs.
their room, no, but like their room was like on the other side of the building, so we had to
Ooh.
walk all the way around the pyramid just to
Oh
get there.
man.
Get their stuff and walk all the way back. It was
That's
ridiculous.
That's why you should be able to rappel down the side.
Yes, exactly.
Actually, they should have just made it as a stepped pyramid, so you could just walk up the outside all the way to the top.
Hmm.
Like,
A Mayan pyramid.
yeah, exactly. You just have stairs on the outside.
Go.
So you can
Well-
sacrifice, I don't know, whatever you sacrifice in Memphis.
Oh, I mean barbecue probably.
You sacrifice a rack of ribs.
Yes.
Uh,
Your best lacquer ribs.
well,
Yeah.
yeah. Did you guys foam at all, or did you just like take in the
Uh,
sights?
No, but we were actually at the top, and like Graham pointed out this like really tight curve that just does like a straight 90.
Oh, I was just showing that.
Yeah, that is actually the Memphis trolley line.
Oh, okay.
It's tight, bro.
Heyo. Phrasing.
And
Mhm.
yeah, and like when I was heading back, I had to take a detour because I-55 is like all sorts of broken, and like,
Again?
that's 55, not 40.
Well,
But
whatever.
55
You guys' stuff is broken.
is it's being relayed, but that's the point. So I was actually driving back and saw that like in like downtown Memphis owns like a Subaru Brat.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh god.
Nice.
Someone here owns a Brat here, because that's like a very impoverished area.
I mean,
And
it
this
looks
guy
like an
owns a
impoverished
Brat.
car, if I'm gonna be honest. The poor
Yeah.
thing.
I mean, it is, but my God,
We need to
Like,
rescue
those
this thing.
things aren't cheap.
It's
I like how it
beautiful.
doesn't even have headlight housings. It's missing like
it's-
the whole front end.
Dean, where are you putting these pictures?
So
Put it in
what?
photo dump.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a lot of stuff,
Which, oh man, I bet TJ wishes he was there to see the Brat.
Really?
probably.
I don't
Yeah.
like it.
It's cool. It's a Ute. It's cool. I mean, it's supposed to have more on like the front.
But it doesn't. Yeah.
Anyway,
Push.com.
But yeah, I also got the American Steam logos in a profile a few weeks ago, and
Mhm.
it's good, but the
Yeah.
quality is such dog because it's like a DVD, and I got like a cheap DVD
Yeah.
player
what's
because I
wrong
don't
with
have
a
one.
DVD? What do you mean?
I mean, I didn't know what
Oh my god,
Like-
it isn't in 4K Ultra HD like my porn. It's worthless.
Bonk.
Look, I'm glad I got it, and like we had a watch party, and it was really nice. Yeah,
Mm.
just like a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
that was fun.
Yeah, that was
But-
a
I
good
wish I could have
time.
been there for that.
I didn't get up
But-
from my chair for like 3 hours because.
Yeah, neither did I.
Yeah. But Chris, in his infinite wisdom, called 1309 a mallet.
Mallet.
And-
Yeah, it is.
Mallet.
Yeah, and we all yelled at him like, "No!" You
And then he
stupid
corrected himself and posed right
at it,
after.
yeah. So, it was
Mallet. That's
I mean-
it. I'm getting me mallet.
great. I mean, who knows? I might do another one like sometime later because like Wyville only got to like see one of them
Mm.
and like caught like the tail end of the Mikados. So like I want to like at least do that for him.
I would also like to see some of them. I was not around for that.
It's really
Yeah, sure.
Uh,
No problem.
at some point, you know. Anyway, does anyone have anything else they want to cover before we do the thing?
Not really.
That means it's time for.
Yes.
It's
That.
microphone.
Okay. Where are the photos? They're in the wrong chat.
They're in Terminus podcast.
Oh, they are. Okay, I thought
Yeah.
they got put in. I thought they got put in Horseman discussion or something.
Well,
Well, I moved.
There we
them,
go.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know which one is which.
The top one is the Dean Goods. The bottom one is the DX.
How come I can't open it?
Yeah,
You
right.
can't?
I got the same
You
thing
can't?
on the first one.
Works for me.
Unable to
can.
copy image preview. Open in browser, and it's an error.
What?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Oh, that's
Unable to
weird.
save the next preview. Yeah, no.
Hold on. Let me.
Even broke
They're
it.
both broken. Wait a minute. Is
Put new
Discord
ones
just broken? Can I look at other images?
Let
Or
me
is it Dean's fault?
put in. But
No,
it
it's
might actually be my fault because I think that the way Discord works, it requires the original post to still be there, so that might
there
be
we
the
go.
problem.
all right. There's Dean. Actually, wait. Which one is that?
Dean Goods.
That's the Dean Goods. Okay, this
Yeah.
is gonna be
So-
difficult.
So I need to find the DX picture
So,
of the DX.
In
I
one
used.
corner we have Dean, and in the other corner we have
Anthony.
the
Anthony.
DX,
Yeah, I will be referring to the other one
It's
as
that one.
Anthony.
Don't! I will shoot you.
Okay,
I
what should we call it then?
You.
Yeah, no,
you will,
I'm calling it Dean and Anthony.
I'm gonna
You
call
know
You
it
will
the-
wake up.
You cannot
and
stop
find
me.
Shit in your shoes.
You
I'm gonna
cannot
call
stop
it-
me.
I'm gonna call it the deluxe goods.
The
engine.
deluxe, yeah.
Yeah, the deluxe.
Copy.
Even though the Rio Grande 060 could probably do
There we
better
go.
than that.
There we go.
A
the,
Rio Grande
the,
060 could
DX.
probably beat both of these together.
Yeah,
Let's be honest here. We gotta do a
I'd be in
1v2 doubleheader for this.
yeah.
Anyway,
There's
I'll
3
take-
Vulcans.
I'll
Yeah,
take the Dean Goods. Gotta get the.
Dean is taking himself.
Dean is, yep.
Crazy.
Which is the one on the top.
Yes,
Okay,
And I
okay, I have it
guess-
ordered properly.
bruh.
You know what? I haven't been a British engine in a while in a versus, so I'm down.
Alright, Milky's anamorphing
We
into
ball.
Animorph. Right.
the engine with the flap.
Honestly, those were some good books though growing up.
Oh,
I never read the
wow.
Animorphs.
The Animorphs I read like
never actually
a
read
couple books of as a kid.
Do you know what
Cool.
series was my jam?
What?
Aside from Boxcar Children, because, you know, foam.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
Magic Treehouse.
Hell yeah!
I
had-
think I remember that. Yeah.
I had so
I
many
don't
of
think I
those.
read. I don't think I read. Magic Treehouse.
Magic Treehouse was baller.
Captain Underpants though. That was my.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember
Yeah,
Captain
I do
Underpants.
remember that. That is a core memory for me.
I haven't heard that name in a long time. Also, god damn it, Jader.
Let's get this
How
part
many-
started.
Yeah.
Ultra Foamer.
All right.
Where does somewhere I have like the fast invigorating foaming scrub or something like that saved.
Saw that
Anyway.
in Walmart. Had a nice chuckle to myself.
Yeah, that's we need to save that. Save that as a reaction image
I got it.
or a sticker or something. Anyway, all right, which one of these catastrophes is going to go first? I can barely tell them apart. Somewhere Kaiser's yelling at me.
We can start with like. Your
I'm gonna go with Anthony. I'm gonna go with deluxe edition. What do you guys think?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
No objections. Deluxe
Oh,
goods
I'm
first.
scared.
Don't
And-
die.
Oh, I'm scared.
TV is dying.
Oh god.
Everyone.
Jader's also dying.
Yeah.
No, don't die.
I'll try
Okay. So, I'm going to go with one that I'm amazed by, but at the same time, shouldn't be surprised by. Number built.
280. Oh, I know the stat.
Okay, so you want to know how many of these
When did I do
deluxe edition Switchers
I know.
were built?
this?
69.
I know.
857 of these.
800?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
The
Why?
LWR made
I am not
850.
800 of those.
Yes.
You're
Good
joking.
God.
They
Gross.
loved them.
That's gross.
Gross. They were deluxe.
They were in fact deluxe. and they lived on like into grouping. So they were long lasting.
Goddamn.
I found it. I just put it in Horseman.
Disgusting.
Speedy
Super-
Super Foamer.
Alright, Dean, what's your number in Crash?
I hate you. 280.
857.
Yeah, rub it in.
You know what?
Oh my
Okay,
God.
what is the local base ID, friend?
3013.
644.
644. Why were these
Really?
entered so soon?
One of these things. Okay, so
Steve, what
the
the hell?
one down from me is 10,000. The ones around me are like 2,000, whatever. This one is 644.
And
I'm-
the local
I'm
base
sad.
already has a shortage of 060s, and this one came in the first 630. Like, yeah, okay.
Well, in a couple of emails, like, they're not gonna have the shortage anymore.
Yeah, I know. I need to open a dialogue again. I haven't talked to them in a while, but I also need to message
Yeah.
Essex because, well, it's after Christmas.
Yeah.
You should see if like Steve and Wes go to the Big E.
Ooh, I should send them an email like, "Hey, are you guys gonna be at the Big E by chance?" That would be cool. It'd be like the other or last year when some of our friends met Rodney Kontorsky. It's like, but I get to meet Steve and Wes.
Yeah.
You get to meet God and I don't know.
No, I get to meet
Not
these
God.
two apostles.
What is
Anyway.
your tractor effort?
My attractive effort. 14,264.
Damn, son. 11,411.
Not so deluxe now.
Yep.
All right, Dean.
All right. All right. Year built.
You built, okay.
1800.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But 1858.
Holy fuck.
Hey, this thing could have
son.
come to the pre-1860s Royale.
Yeah.
1883. Well, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
like, had I known, I would have brought that. But
Oh,
yeah, let's do
God.
this, son.
Okay, continue, Dean.
Anthony.
Deanthony.
Deanthony.
Let's do. I'm not gonna do that.
Ellis D'Amelio's weight computation.
Boiler pressure.
Water pressure 120.
150.
Okay. So 120 is oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
have,
Steve doesn't make
there are
no.
teapots that have more pressure
Yeah,
than
they're
that.
cheap. More pressure than that.
Literally a tea kettle.
Right.
Well,
c-
It is
cylinders.
British.
My Stirling engine operates on more pressure than that.
Okay, cylinders 17 by 24.
Bitch, what? The same.
Ah!
Yeah. I mean, that's
All right.
what I thought. We are kind of similar.
Spider-Man pointing meme.
I didn't
Yeah.
expect it to be the same.
Well, now it's Milky's turn.
Okay.
It's 3-3.
Um. Uh. You know what? They probably had worse materials back then, so minimum weight of whale.
Minimum weight of rail. I'm scared of this. 41 pounds.
39.
God.
39?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
I'm realizing what these are looking like too. The DX class looks like you asked a 7-year-old to draw a locomotive, and
Yeah.
the Dean class looks like you took that locomotive and said, okay, now let's make it look like an actual locomotive.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so what is your engine weight?
My engine weight. 74,480.
Okay, mine is
I
69,440.
knew it.
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, so now that we've got that out of the way,
5-3.
we're on drivers.
Weight on drivers?
Yep.
74,480.
69,440.
All right, it's 6-3.
Oh, if we keep on going, that's gonna be 69, and that'd be nice.
Well, you'd have to give Dean 6 points for that.
Oh, L. L.
So I mean, if you want to do that, you can.
Nah. 10-year-old weight.
They're loaded. Excuse me. 76,720.
What
Which
kind
is
of
weird because
concrete-
my tender is heavier than I am.
What kind of concrete are you using on your engine? Because mine has the 10-year-old
Brunel's
weight, yeah, pretty much, of 56,000 pounds even.
Okay.
This has to be a
Total
mistype.
engine and tender weight.
151,200 pounds.
I am
Cringe.
125,440 pounds.
It is
Yeah,
8-3.
Axle welding if you have it.
Axle, I think I do.
What?
29,120 pounds.
Okay, mine is 23,520.
You guys both have axle loading?
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
What the hell is this
It's
game?
weird, I know.
An outstanding move.
I don't know.
I'm just cringing.
Same, bro.
Okay, what? I'm going to take a shot in the dark here. But what is your driver wheelbase, friend?
Oh no.
My driver wheelbase,
Why should I
Yeah.
do the same?
Yeah.
15.6.
Goddamn. Oh,
Ellis just called it.
no, he didn't call it. But 15.50.
Wait,
You are shitting me. You are actually shitting me.
I'm not.
oh
I'm
my
not.
god.
I hate it.
This is horrible.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, did you say 15.59?
No.
What did you say,
You said-
15.50?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
But still, I think that's the closest that it's ever been.
Yeah.
For driver wheelbase,
Yeah.
it's
A
pretty
half.
close.
A half? Yeah. That's funny as
It's
shit.
0.1
Engine
off.
wheelbase.
The above.
The above.
15.6.
Alright.
15.50.
I hate this. What have I done?
Yeah, you and me both.
You
TBA.
are playing it.
I don't know.
Hey, he hates it by proxy.
He hates it by proxy.
Vicarious Hatred. There's a podcast title.
Okay,
Yep.
so what's your grade area?
A great area. 17.33 square feet.
Okay, mine is 17.10. 10.
What?
Oh, actually, fuck, it's 15. I read the wrong stat.
Oof.
Oh. Okay. Well, it's still a point for the Dean.
We need a review on that play.
Yeah.
I looked over
Flag
at
on the
the
play.
freaking coal engine.
I'm
Why did
throwing
they
a
name it the
flag.
coal
Yeah.
engine?
Right.
There's a flag on the field.
Yeah.
We need to
Instant
rerun that.
replay.
We need to rerun that.
Get the
play.
sky cam.
We need the drone.
Get the eye tracker out for that to
Yeah.
look that moment where, yeah, to where my eyes wandered.
Staring at the locomotive's cleavage.
Bonk.
Hey man,
All right.
PR. That's
All right. Tubes.
All right. Tubes.
tubes.
Do you have tubes?
I do have tubes.
It's got at least one.
Just one big
I
floor.
have 192 of them,
You
and
sure that's
they
the
are
right stat?
1 point. It's the only one with tubes on the damn page. And my diameter is 1.875.
Okay.
That's
Dean.
oddly specific. 249 at 1.75.
A 1.75. Wow.
Yes.
Those are small tubes. All right. It is now 11-5. Dean.
Okay. See the pictures.
I don't know my British values, so I don't know what's better or worse.
Well,
So-
I mean,
Oh no.
Alright, I'm gonna go get
They're
some more
both-
water.
they both have inside cylinders, so it's probably just going to be the same.
Yeah.
Are you seriously gonna call valve gear? What are you guys doing?
I'm not.
Okay.
Evaporative heating surface.
Evaporative heating surface. Yeah. 1074.
1308.
Okay. Which is a
Combined
mallet.
heating surface.
Yeah. 1074 again.
1308.
It too can play at the double dipping game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get bent.
No comment.
Yeah, don't threaten me with a good time.
Robert Lee Messina's power computation.
And, watch it being like the 3 digits. This is gonna be hilarious.
1800.
Okay.
2600.
All right.
Same as above. Plus 2
Yeah.
percent.
That's crazy. It's also 1800.
2600. Who would have thunk?
What, you guys don't have superheaters?
No.
Can I go back in time and move a chair so the superheater gets invented?
Yeah.
Just early.
Yeah.
Same as above, but substitute firebox area for grade area.
11,352.
16,158.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. It's 11-10. We've crossed the threshold.
Ooh.
Let's at least tie it up. I'll at least try to. Evaporative heating surface divided by cylinder volume.
170.34.
207.45.
Okay, that was a smart call. It's
All right,
11 to
style
11.
points.
All right, we're in style points. Well, we got to do judge's choice. Let me not forget this time. And let me actually look at the list of points so that I know what I can pick from, because it's been a hot minute. What to do with you guys? There's not a whole lot that I'm curious about, considering.
You could do driver diameter.
Do you guys have... Yeah, driver diameter would be an interesting one. I'll do that. What's your driver diameter?
I'll find it again. 62 inches.
Okay, mine is also 62.
God damn it.
Oh, I'm glad.
I avoided
glad.
that because I avoided that because I thought Dean had bigger drivers for whatever reason.
It looks like Dean
Yours
has
look
smaller
bigger.
drivers.
Yeah, it does.
What
Yours
do you
looks so much
guys-
bigger.
I
Yeah,
think
what
it's
do you-
just perspective of the images.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
To my co-hosts, what do you guys want to?
Was boiler pressure asked?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
We did, yeah.
because I said my Stirling engine operates on more pressure.
you
Yeah.
did. Ooh,
Excuse me.
there's this one that hasn't been asked. I just
Have we
thought of it.
done? That's a side point. Have we done fuel capacity?
Hey, what about your cylinders?
Do you guys? They have the same
Good
cylinders.
Yeah. And also, I have no tender stacks at all.
Oh,
Oh,
F.
See, bro, then, like, what can we really ask? I feel like
Well,
if it was...
you haven't asked.
Your tube length.
Flue tube length and factor of adhesion haven't been asked.
Yeah, let's do
Ooh,
factor of
let's do
adhesion.
that one.
God.
Factor
Mine is nice. Which is not nice.
Wait, what is yours?
6?
6.09.
Oh god.
Okay.
Ooh.
Slippy, slippy, slippery.
How much can it slip? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
Like
is
all of the
slick.
weight is just on top of it, and it just can't move.
Pretty much.
5.22.
Yeah,
It's
I
better,
That's still bad.
but it's better.
Alright. There's a
Yeah.
point for the Dean. What else hasn't been? I mean, builder and valve gear haven't been asked. Ratio of
Well,
driving
I'm
wheelbase.
pretty sure we know what valve gear they have.
Yeah.
I
They are
don't
really
know
close.
about that.
Actually, you know what? Considering Milky's age, it
What are you trying to
could
say?
be like
Mookie's
Gooch.
gonna have something like hook and loop, or like
Yeah. Look, like Milky's
Hook and
valve gear
bolt.
like could be Gooch.
Well, then
It's not
valve
Gooch.
gear. What's
It's
not-
valve gear?
valve gear.
Oh no.
Stevenson.
I told you.
Dean has normal valve gear. Milky,
Alan.
what the
Oh,
hell is
okay.
that?
It's
Oh.
I think it's an offshoot. Let me get out my valve gims. My
Alan?
My
valve
bad
gims.
goodness.
Yeah,
Like
hold on.
ALLAN?
Yeah.
ALN, I think.
Is it just
Okay,
an Allen wrench?
So it's
Yeah.
it's actually like Stevenson, but hold on,
Worse.
I'll get out.
Like Stevenson.
Let me get my Stevenson on as well. Stevenson. Not Slip, Stevenson. Yeah, so
I just looked it up and I hate it.
Yeah,
Can you,
so Stevenson wins.
can you share with the class?
Hold on.
Share with the class, please.
Dean, can you post like a screenshot?
Yeah, sure. I have to pull it back up. Hold on. Alan?
There's Gooch. Oh, this
Jader,
isn't
I like that. Can you share with the class?
Dipping tool. Yeah, push me.
the narrow gauge Festinieg's 040 TT class had Allen valve gear.
Oh, no.
Oh wait a minute, hold on. Let me. Allen straight link valve gear combined the features of Stevenson and Gooch. The reversing and cutoff functions were achieved by simultaneously raising the radius rod and lowering the link, or vice versa. This saved space, but it gave performance closer to that of Stevenson. Simplified manufacture, not often used in the UK, but fairly common on the continent. Huh.
Southern.
I mean,
Not
that's
Stevenson.
that's interesting. I don't know what's better. I'd need Tyler in here to tell me. But it sounds more advanced, actually. Like, it wouldn't put it above Walshirts or Baker. But it sounds better, and I'm tempted to give it the point, because it's
That
just
is
this
weird
weird
looking.
offshoot that might be better.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Look at Stevenson there,
Let me pull them up.
and then look at Allen. I feel
This
like Allen, for maintenance purposes, might be easier to work on. It looks like you have more space.
Yeah.
It looks more complicated, but it is a physically smaller design. I don't know. That's interesting. I mean, it is an iterated design on Stevenson, so
Do we want to
Like,
do like another
think-
stat?
think you would get priority by that. I think I'm going to give it to Alan, and I may be persuaded to change my mind later, but for now, it's been placed in the ranking between Stevenson and Walshurts, which is only the 5th valve gear that I've officially ranked in the document.
Nice.
Neat.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
yeah,
I
style
wrote-
points.
Here's
12 to 12.
Here's a question.
What's up?
Why didn't the Allen valve gear see more production? Obviously,
Apparently, according to Wikipedia, it saw usage on the European continent more than in the UK.
Yeah.
I
I mean, that makes sense.
But
Yeah.
also, it's a space. It seems like a space-saving design.
yeah.
So
kind
if you're making larger locomotives, as locomotives get bigger, you have less of a reason to use Allen,
Yeah.
which probably says something about it and its relationship to Stevenson.
Also, I wonder, like, maybe Stevenson valve gear is just more capable.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean,
Could be. I mean, I don't know enough about them. I would need to have a mechanical engineer talk me through them.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not a
the thing.
mechanical engineer.
I'm not.
I'm not.
Yeah. Well,
I build
you
the
know.
thing the train runs on,
Okay.
not what
Yeah.
it runs, not how it runs.
Wait, what the?
Style
Give
points.
me the style points.
Okay.
I have a bell pair.
I
You
also
do
have
have
a bell pair.
What?
You
no,
do?
you don't. Oh, you do.
Yeah, I do.
Does he?
Yeah,
I
he
do.
does.
I'll
It's
get you a
hiding.
better photo of me.
It's hiding.
Hold my beer.
No way, that's a bell pair.
Hold my
Hold
bell
my-
pair.
Hold my bell pair. There's my
That's
bell
a bell
pair.
pair.
That's
That's not
that's
not
not
the same
that's
locomotive.
Not you.
Oh,
That's
me.
not the same engine.
Sideways.
That
Well,
is
That's a bell
Uh,
pair square.
That is
That
not
might not-
deluxe.
okay,
that
hold
might
up,
not
hold up,
even
hold
be
up, hold up.
LNWR.
Well, okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
LNER.
We'll get to
No,
that.
it's W.
E.
Okay, there's the shaft engine. Because all right,
The D. That's not a DX.
Yeah, that is.
it is. It is.
No, is it?
You want to know
I don't
why?
have a-
Because they went to France.
Oh, they did.
Oh
That's a
my
good
god.
style point.
Oh,
They
that's
have-
gross.
So they have multi-country. I think they
Yep.
also went to the Netherlands as well.
Oh, that's atrocious.
I love
Belgium.
I love the barrel on the roof.
But yes, that is the compressed air tank.
I hate it.
These things had air brakes.
Yes. Yes.
How long were they in service for?
Okay,
A
so
long
the
time.
one,
Too fucking
the one,
long.
the ones in France or Belgium, wherever, somewhere in that region, were in service until 1948.
What?
Oh,
What
God.
the
Yeah.
hell?
Nationalization.
Oh my god.
Okay, I was looking at the Wikipedia page. And I'm like, what the shit?
Almost 100
Those things
years.
made it to British Rail.
Yo, if
That's
nationalization means we get to run engines from the 1860s, sign me up.
What's even more, what's even more bonkers is that the chassis of one survived as a steam boiler until 1964.
Oh my god.
Well, I think Milky pretty firmly wins the point for longevity of service.
Yeah,
Any-
he does.
For any
He does.
preserve, though.
What the?
No,
Preserve? No.
Out of 800? None?
No.
no,
Bruh.
There are no DXs.
there are
And
none.
actually, the first DXs, they didn't have cabs. Like their smoke boxes were just flaps. Like like they were very crude locomotives.
Oh man. Yeah, no, you do have a better smoke box. Dean, do any of yours survive?
I believe they do. I got one GWR doing good. I think they yes. They do. Really. I have
Okay,
to
so
find out how many though.
gets a survivor.
Survivor.
Well, one is better than none.
One.
Did
It's,
I get a point for being rebuilt with air brakes?
I would give
oh,
you
did
that.
I
think
give
that's
you that?
fair.
I gave
Also,
you.
I got a fancy headlight when I went to France.
You did get a headlight.
I have 2 whistles. Milky has 1.
Nerd.
Okay.
Why do you have two
Nerd.
whistles?
It's a Western thing. Like I think
It's a
one of them
Western.
is like a. I think one of them is a break whistle.
Huh?
Yeah.
What do you mean a break whistle? I don't get it.
So I'm not too familiar with the practice, but apparently I think on the Great Western, one whistle has a lower tone, and I think you would use that whistle to signal to your brakeman to tighten down his brake and
Okay.
his brake.
That makes sense.
So the British,
Yeah.
instead of inventing a system of whistle signals, they installed a calliope on each of their locomotives.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Well,
Right.
I mean,
So
it is a lot better than that slide whistle where it just goes whoop.
Well, first of all, no, it isn't, and second of all,
It is a lot better.
second of all, why did the British need to include the requirement to not be tone deaf in their brakeman applications?
yeah, pretty much.
Well, I mean, that was like just for the GWR.
No, I don't believe you.
That's just
Oh, I'm right. But
No,
yeah,
Choosing
these-
different standards.
I'm choosing to believe that the British were poaching people from bands and shanghaiing them into railway service because they could tell the tones apart.
Okay.
Sure.
So Dean, do you have any
Is that
pain
why they
points?
call their horns tones instead of like horns?
Were you ever painting anything special?
they were green.
I was also green.
Okay.
Which
Yeah, the DXs, the LNWR was interesting because they had 2 different liveries for each division for their divisions. So like red was for the southern division and green was for the northern.
That's kind of cool.
Unfortunately, you cannot
Okay, that
prove to
makes
me that
sense.
these were green.
Colorize
Yeah,
the way I do your stuff.
Chris Eden Green could.
although I don't know if I was trying funny, but the first one was named Hardman.
Hard man, that's a name.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hard man.
They call me.
So I would assume that we both have the same design of safety valve because I think they're
Yeah.
both Rams bottoms, which is
I could buy that.
yeah, because Rams bottoms are a design where you have 2 levers coming into the cab, and like you can like actuate those to like unseat them. The problem with these though is that engineers drivers would like hold them shut to like get more power out of it.
Oh,
Surprise, surprise! When the boilers exploded. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay. Oh, okay.
alright.
Give me a boiler explosion.
I mean,
Also, I just want to point out now that we've gained a full understanding of how railways on the British Isles work. They are comprised of hard
Yes.
men, choir boys, and Rams bottoms.
yeah.
Okay.
And now, Dick my butt goes
Yeah,
across the world.
Oh yeah, we have. God.
Actually,
Is Britain real?
Good question.
does what run?
Is Britain real?
How can Britain be
good
real if our
question.
eyes aren't real?
Da-na-na-na. But yeah, the Dean Goods actually got pannier tanks installed.
What?
Why?
No, I am not kidding. So I
Birds.
think during World War II, here is a picture once I can get the chat. So during World War II,
Oh, this is
Oh my
horrendous.
God.
yeah, the Great Western installed air pumps
What
and
the-
pannier tanks to their Dean Goods for
Okay.
some weird experiment. I have no idea what they were trying to do. But it gave them like a much longer range.
I mean, that's one way to do it.
And like I think at least 10 of these locomotives had this. So
This
it
is
wasn't a
horrendous.
one-off. Yeah, I know. It's terrible.
I'm confused why they got air brakes though. Like I get, longer range, but why
I
air?
I think the air brakes.
Eventually, you need air brakes.
No, I
Yeah.
think what they did was I think they were going to send some of these to Europe, and I think that their rolling stock was air brake, not vacuum.
Yeah,
So
Mm.
that,
so
that checks
you would put
out.
in air pump.
It's the same reason why Belgium put air brakes on theirs, or on
Well,
my engine.
I appreciate that on this, in addition for the longer range they wanted to employ, it's clear that this was specifically for use with a train cannon because I can see iron sights on top of the smoke box.
Yeah,
That is actually just AM lamp iron. So
No, it's not.
so oh so actually because the Dean goods also went to continental Europe, it also has a multinational point.
I just had to remove 2 points for Milky for not being
Yeah.
the only one with air and not being the only one in multiple countries.
Yeah,
Oh.
and
I
I
was-
think also
I was fully willing to let this end at 17-17 and just conclude these are equally terrible.
but I
but-
think that also the Dean goods went to Italy too. I think.
I really thought the little chip on the back of the stack in the original photo was because, like, someone dropped a brick on it or something, but I see in this picture that that's intentional.
Yeah, it is. I have no idea why they
It's
did
not
that,
a
but
bug;
they
it's a
did.
feature.
It's a feature, yeah.
it's a feature. Yeah,
This is the worst locomotive ever.
But yeah, like so quick lesson to British lamps. What you would do is you had 4 lamp brackets and you would have a series of lamps,
Yes.
and each pattern would denote like what kind of train you had. So like a lamp on top was either like I think like a was I think either a a stopping passenger train, which you had all of those, or it could be like a branch line freight, and like so on and so forth. Like, and like you would effectively have all the patterns, including like every bracket taken up, which was only for like royal trains. So like in theory, like you could have a Dean Goods or like a DX haul the Queen.
Whoa, wait a minute. I get it.
What?
When they had to do this instead of using colored lamps like civilized folk, because with the constriction of the workforce being demanded by the fact that they had to not be tone deaf, they had to expand it to people who were colorblind.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I hate these things. Can we end this?
Yeah.
You could.
All right, it's 15-17. The Dean Goods regrettably wins. Not that the deluxe edition would have been very much better.
No.
Thank you all for playing. I award you no points.
You lose. Good taste.
Yeah. What's the line?
Good.
Like, my God, have mercy on your souls. My God, have mercy on your goods.
I love it.
At least we
God, I
learned
hate
that Alan exists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it
we
may
have
be
the-
based on smaller engines.
You
The
only
Dean
need an
Goods
on wrench
and
to
the-
fix it.
The Dean Goods and the Tim Allen.
Yeah,
Alan.
outstanding.
That's the title. Dean Goods and Tim Allen.
I already have 3 different titles.
Damn it.
Outstanding. You can tell
I
how
wrote
good
Dean
the podcast is by You can tell
I
how
wrote
good the
it. God
podcast is
damn
by
it.
how many possible titles we have for it.
I can't write anything. I wrote the Dean Gods and the Tom Allen.
The top.
Alan.
No, I wrote the time. I wrote the Time Allen.
Time
Oh
Alan.
my god.
Uh,
We're only professionals here.
We are in fact professional.
God, we're
We
so
are
effing
smart.
good at this.
We could make 199 of these.
Yeah, and learn nothing along the way.
Exactly.
It
Okay.
was about the friends we made on the way, not,
Yeah.
not
Okay.
the learning.
What are we going to talk about first? We have our obligatory Class 1 meltdown, which will be provided by TBA. I've got stuff. I mean, everybody has stuff. Milky, you
Yeah.
probably have the simplest thing, and it's good news, asterisk. So,
It's good news, jumping off of the kind of oof news that preceded the articles that we have here. So anyway, way back in November 2022, Trains Magazine wrote an article on the New York Central electric locomotives that were at the time still threatened. The New York Central locomotives, for those that are new to the show or don't know how ecstatic I am about them, are
they're very cool.
yeah. So the one that looks like an old Lionel train is called the S motor, and it was the prototype for its production class. So it was built in 1904, and it was built because they banned steam in the Grand Central Terminal. So they electrified it.
Because it was
And-
underground, which is
and
not a
it's-
good place for steam engines.
And it stayed at Grand Central Terminal until it was retired in the 1970s. Which I think is kind of neat. That Grand Central just had this old antique running around and
Well, the
was
thing
using
is,
it every day.
the New York Central never put up the damn wires, so they just had electrics to run between Grand Central Terminal and Croton Harmon, and that's
Yeah.
it. Which is, just real quick, a distance of not very far, just to put it out there, but
Not very far, but also pretty far for a third rail line in the U.S.
it was Croton
Had to
Harmon
specify
train
in the
station.
U.S.
Yeah, well, unless your name is the Long Island Railroad, which happened to be
Yeah.
next door.
And then the other one is a
Measure
T3 Crass motor,
It's 30
which
miles.
is just one of a kind. It's the only big New York Central Electric still around.
Mm.
Out of the, 3 or 4 classes of big ones that they had.
A few.
I am not familiar with New York Central Electrics at all. Basically, going to see the T motor and the S motor was my first introduction to them, and now I
Yeah.
have such an immense respect for them.
Yeah, I do too. Especially since how, well, I can say this now because they're gonna get moved. Spoiler.
Hopefully.
I've been in the cab of that motor, and it was actually really neat to see, kind of how it evolved from there into what it is now. Yeah, so they are owned by the Danbury Railroad Museum, and since that Trains Magazine article have been moved to a safe spot, but they have about a month and a half as of end of December to do it, and they need money. Particularly, I want to say that was $150,000 to finish the move on them from where they are to Danbury. Oh, it has about 3 months. They have about 3 months to do it. Okay,
Okay, I was
but
gonna say,
still, time is ticking, and they do have a donation page for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably going to plug it at the end of the podcast, too.
The time is short, and we've talked about how much of it's going to be a logistical mess to get those things out, because they have to be the T-motor has to be disassembled, moved, reassembled, and then shipped by rail, because it's too big to go by truck, if I remember right.
I mean, that sounds about right, yeah.
And the S-motor has its own problems. But yeah, the first hurdle is getting them out of where they are right now. I mean, the first hurdle was moving them, which they moved them like 6 feet to the left to get them out of the direct path of construction.
And then found out frame issues.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, not surprising.
Well, they've only been sitting out there for years upon years.
It's like the 1058 chassis at our museum. It sat outside in the freaking Washington rainforest since the 1950s.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they had some issues when we moved it that were fixed eventually.
Yeah, I mean, really hopeful it doesn't just crumble to dust when they try to take it anywhere. But yeah, they have to get moved out of where they are right now over to the yard of the Albany Port Railroad, and then get assessed, and then get moved to the museum. Which will be a substantially greater difference, a substantially greater distance than they ever went in service.
Yeah. Sounds about
I'm pretty
right.
sure anyway. I just said that. I haven't checked, but it's a couple hundred miles, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, definitely further than they ever went at one time in service.
I wonder how they got up there anyway.
Well, that's a story. So basically, this NRHS chapter acquired them from Penn Central, or Commonwealth, directly. And because they're like, hey, we want these two old antiques that you have. Can you please give them? And they said, yeah, sure. We're Commonwealth. We're going to get rid of them anyway, so we might as well get a tax write-off for it. Oh, wait, never mind. Never mind. They're publicly funded. They don't need it. Maybe. I don't know.
Asterisk.
So they got moved up there, and I think they were in running condition at the time, of course. And they were actually used in a movie in like 1980.
Really?
And then they were moved up to Grandmont. Well, they weren't moved up to Grandmont. They were moved to the DNX colony shops.
Ah.
And then the DNX a couple of years after that, well, they had gotten a cosmetic on both of them, and they were both very pretty looking and still fully functioning, and by all means were wonderful engines. So, anyway, the DNX decided, okay, we don't need our shop anymore. We're the DNX. We're broke.
Yeah.
And we can't afford to maintain this high-quality shop that we have. So they knocked it down. So that meant that the T motor and the S motor had to move. So they moved to Grandmont, where they have been ever since. Oh, and they also cut up the two diesels there, the RS3 and the U25.
I hope the parts from the RS3 go to people who need RS3 parts.
Yeah, same thing with the U25. The U25 was a rare bird. There's only a handful of those that were still, or that are still around.
I think there's like one that runs.
But it was really far gone when we looked at it. Both of them.
Oh yeah, they were in rough shape.
Yeah,
I mean, nothing back there was doing well, and like we talked about before, the revelation that there were more cars further in the woods.
Yeah, I thought that I had heard about that when we were out there the second time, but I guess no one were wanting to walk further into the woods to find out.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. Yeah, like it got dense back there.
Yeah, it was pretty dense. Although the area around the DNA bags car wasn't too dense.
Well, it was being cleared the second time we got there. Maybe
Yeah.
we
It's like
could have
that-
got to the.
Adam, Longleaf, where one of the a guy said, yeah, we have stuff that we don't even know about because it was so dense.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, there's like Seashore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
that happened
there's-
at Seashore.
Longleaf,
No,
Yeah,
it was
Seashore.
Seashore.
Seashore too.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, because they found the PR hopper in their bushes or something.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, where did we get this from?
When did we get this?
When did we get this?
Was
Yeah.
it just sitting?
Yeah, it was just there in the bush, and I think some of their volunteers uncovered it and were like, WTF is this?
How did I get here?
This was supposed to be a short topic.
Yeah.
Jader, what's going on in Florida?
Okay, Florida.
Because you are a Florida man, of course.
I am in fact Florida man.
I am in fact.
Okay, so let's start off with Brightline, our favorite private passenger rail, because they actually sort of got their shit together.
Our favorite private passenger railroad because there are so many to choose from.
Exactly. They're kind of favorite by default. Anyway, they've basically became self-aware of how many people they have, killed.
Yeah, this article is really something.
Yeah, I read the headline when it first, when somebody first posted it. I'm like, that's kind of foreboding.
No death yet.
But anyway, yeah, they opened their station in Boca Raton, so yay.
Woohoo!
But they haven't had any deaths there yet.
Yet.
Yeah. Keyword is yet.
Look,
The
it's only a
entire
matter of
first
time.
paragraph of this article is breaking down their kill count versus other
indeed.
transit agencies. Which is hilarious, but also, good God.
That's some gamer shit.
Yeah.
Like, just trying to compare kill count. I don't know.
Brightline has the best KD ratio. And we need a MOBA, but instead of heroes, you play as transit agencies.
MVT is always on fire.
Yeah. MBTA gets fire powers.
Yeah. But yeah, Brightline. They've opened the station in Boca Raton. And also, their ticket revenue has climbed 280% from last year.
Quick maps, that's about 3 times as much. That's a lot of money.
Yes.
They also opened 2 stations, which kind of contributes. But you mentioned the MBTA, so I'm obligated to say that the Orange Line cars are having more problems. If anyone is surprised, you may raise your hands now. No? Nobody? Yeah, I didn't think so. Everything's effing broken. It's not fun. I'm glad I don't have to deal with the Orange Line. I feel bad for the people that do. The traffic is getting worse in Boston because people have to take their cars places, which is not a thing you are able to do in Boston. Boston is like people designing a city and going, okay, but what if we made it impossible to drive, but also impossible to walk anywhere? That's
Nobody
Boston.
wins.
Yeah, nobody wins.
Is it that hard to
Really?
walk, practically in Boston?
It's just there's no street grid or anything, so it's just yeah, I want to get somewhere. I'll walk in this direction, ish.
Sounds about right. Sounds about
What?
right. Just walking in a random direction, like, oh yeah, I kind of want to go this way.
Yeah, well, the Freedom Trail is like a wild goose chase, and then if you want to go off the Freedom Trail, just good luck.
Yeah.
It's like Pan's Labyrinth out there. But what's the other thing going on in Florida?
The other thing going on in Florida is the Walt Disney World Railroad is back.
Disney World.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's kind of outdated now, but it's back for the holidays, and I guess after.
Well, the holidays are over now.
Yeah. But yeah, Walt Disney World Railroad is back. after I'm not sure how many years of
A couple.
being closed because they were building all the Tronland stuff.
And they totally didn't send the engine somewhere to get refurbished.
No, they don't. They don't go to Strasbourg or anything.
No.
They don't.
Not at all.
Yeah. What? Yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Doing the shop tour of Strasbourg, then being just like, you don't see this.
You don't see
You don't see this here. We covered the name on it so you don't know what it is, and it's like a bright red and blue locomotive. It's like, I wonder who this belongs to.
No, you just gotta. They just do the Men in Black like memory wipe. At the end
Yeah.
of the story.
Yeah, right.
Oh fuck.
Alright, let's get another short one out of the way. Dean,
That hurt.
somebody robbed a train in Memphis?
Yeah. So
I thought nobody robbed
whoever
trains anymore.
said, whoever said nobody robs trains anymore is a liar. So
Right.
MPD, I'm arrested DeMarcus Anderson for a train robbery. So
Define train robbery.
yeah. So a CSX cop saw that there were some tires stacked up that had been taken from a boxcar. How he knew this, I have no idea. But he saw that they weren't there, where or that area was probably just empty, and then all of a sudden tires. So
No, he is committed to memory the manifest of every freight car.
okay, so what happened was he saw them putting the tires into the back of the suspect's truck.
Oh, so they just watched a man making off with tires.
Yeah.
Outstanding move.
Yeah.
So the a cop lost sight, but then they got a call that the truck was in an accident, and lo and behold, there they are. So
Wait, what?
so
He
they just
was
hooked it.
fleeing the scene of the crime and he got in an accident.
Yes. So
Oh my god.
Skill issue.
so they just hooked it. They just ran. But well, they caught
You
him.
can't take the tires
I,
with you that way.
They caught him. Over 100 tires were taken, and only 20 were recovered from the truck.
What happened to the other 80 tires?
I guess they were destroyed.
How?
The total value was over $16,000.
Oh man, that's like 4 tires.
Oh, and they also took televisions too, valued at $8,000. Oh, that's nice.
I love how TVs
Tires-
are worth less.
Hold on,
than-
they're taking tires and TVs. Are we sure they haven't gone through like the whole alphabet stealing before this? They're doing like an A to Z bucket list of heists.
Odd.
I mean, maybe.
What is life? What is Memphis?
The next thing, I don't know what they were gonna steal for you.
For the pyramid, obviously. But anyway.
That doesn't start with you, Dean.
Oh,
Starts with one, but not you.
I have no idea. Shut up.
You.
And
I don't know how to work this into. I don't have a way
Yeah.
for 4449 prop to start with you, but
I was gonna say, in
You're crazy.
other news, speaking of robbing trains, the 4449 prop for the film Tough Guys has been located. It will be shipped to the Northern California Museum of Transportation. So
Really
it's going to be
interesting
around for
concept. Yeah.
so it's going to be around for like a nice long time.
There's
Does-
also a newer museum too,
Hold
so that's fun.
hold on.
I read that,
Located,
yeah.
they lost it?
No, hold up. Okay, there's a backstory to this.
Oh,
Okay, I was gonna say, did they find it with 80 tires?
Okay, so basically, what happened is this dude in the photo purchased it at auction, It was at auction a couple of years ago. I think we talked about it when it was at auction. And
We
then
may
he had
have.
to dismantle most of it, if I recall, because it was in just such triwadic condition.
Hmm.
But he saved what he could, and it's going to a museum that is new.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you
A
say it belongs in a
museum.
museum?
I don't know, that
That's
4449 cab belongs in my bedroom.
What
So,
if, what if we kissed on the? Can we turn it into a bed, like a race car bed?
the daylight bed.
The
Yeah.
daylight
daylight
bed,
bed.
exactly.
What if we kissed in the daylight bed?
The daylight bed stays on during
Can I have a
Would-
Jivo bed?
The Chivo bed.
Chivo bed.
It has an attached horn.
The Bebo. Yeah.
My pillow is a little intermodal container.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chivo sacks, baby.
What if we stacked on the Jivo bed?
We
Yeah.
stack.
You got the Chibo, and then you got like Chaby Hunt container pillows on it.
No, you know what? Here's
It's
the
the
Chad.
big one pillow.
The
Yeah,
ultimate
the big
bed
one.
would be
What?
a bed frame in the shape of an F40.
Yes.
That would be nice.
Or a
yes.
bed frame comprised of 80 tires.
No, just literally build like a little mini
That's a mattress.
F40 and sleep in the engine bay.
Oh,
Yes,
man.
Your
Oh,
mattress
God.
is the F40.
Please, mother.
Please, yes. Uh,
I know what I want for Christmas.
yeah. It's gonna be on my wedding registry.
Just like
Yes.
build it out of plywood or something. Paint it up.
If you can build an F40 bed out of plywood, you can build a Class 1 out of tiny railroads. And G&W is... I don't know if they're on their way to doing that, but they've made some first steps. And I wanted to spend some time talking about this because it's kind of the thing that we've always talked about happening. It's happening in Georgia, Florida, Arkansas, and Louisiana are these 4 short lines that G&W is like Voltroning into 2 slightly larger short lines because they bought these things that attach to one another.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
They're just like con railing it.
they're I get. I mean, it's
Well,
sort
no,
of like
no,
anti-con
would
railing
be
it.
taking out the Eugene Hump Yard and saying F you.
Hmm. But seriously, there's. Let's
Yeah.
see. What are these railroads? This is the. I can't read the pictures. The font is too small. The Chattahoochee Bay Railroad and the Bay Line Railroad being merged together, and the Fortis and Princeton Railroad into the Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi Railroad, which I swear we've seen some of these in Merger Mania.
I think the Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi was a Class 1 at one point.
Yeah.
So, I think
Well, it's
that's
on
what
its
I
way to becoming a Class 1 again.
Yeah.
These are not the only locations where G&W has purchased a bunch of short lines that are butted up next to one another, which this is
no.
only an instance of 2 pairs.
Yeah, another great pair that does assist and has had operations that had interchange before are the Central Oregon and Pacific and the Portland and Western. They both meet up in Eugene. They basically share Eugene yard with UP, and then P&W has its own yard,
So,
so they could do it.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this in the future.
Yeah.
Because really the thing that I'm wondering when I'm looking at these is why
They are
haven't
returned.
why haven't they done it yet? Why
Yeah.
like what took them so long? How long have they owned these railroads for? Because they're not new acquisitions as far as I know.
No, no, it's just them finally saying, oh, hey, we can eliminate some costs by doing this.
Yeah, they're getting rid
Why
of
not?
some overhead by merging the managements. I mean, it's not going to change the operations of the railroad, so
No.
they say.
Supposedly.
Yeah, but they have duplication of accounting and IT services, and they're smushing small railroads into slightly larger railroads.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would be very unsurprised if this starts a trend of G&W doing this, because if they feel like it works here, it might work other places. It might work in Oregon. It might work in New England. They have 3 going on 4
Yeah.
connected short lines. Once the Pan Am dissolution is complete and they have the Berkshire Western Railroad, or whatever they're calling it, they'll have that, the New England Central, the Providence and Worcester, and one other one, I think, whose name escapes me, that are all in the same, like, they all touch one another, basically. So, yeah, they could turn these things into substantially larger railroads and presumably get more out of them.
Yeah.
So, I wouldn't be surprised. And meanwhile, Soloviv and the, what is the name
New
of the
Rio
railroad?
Grande.
Yeah, the Rio Grande has purchased the Slurge, which those are 2 railroads that are fairly close together. I don't know if they currently touch. I don't think they do.
And what?
The Slurge and the Rio Grande.
Oh, I didn't know that I bought the Rio Grande too. WT.
No. It is the Colorado Pacific Rio Grande Railroad,
Okay.
which is Soloviv's railroad.
Oh, okay. I see. CP Wheel.
Yeah, no, that's, yeah.
Weird. Okay. But I buy with. I don't think they directly connect his railroad and the Swerve.
What is that? That's the V and R?
They come close.
Because, yeah,
by
they
close,
have...
I mean about 30 miles of middle of nowhere.
Mm. Well, I mean, they could probably get trackage rights across these if they wanted to, which I assume is what they're going to do, because...
No, that makes sense.
The Slurge is not worth very much on its own.
No.
It's not.
No, he's probably got some Grandmaster plan to sip all the grain.
They're going to rebuild,
Antonito, and then he's going to rebuild the chili line to Santa and haul it there.
This man is going to save Juan.
Yeah.
Wasn't there, like, a connection around the bottom here? Or they were trying to make a connection around the bottom through, like, the Lake City area. I need an old school Colorado Railroad map.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Railroad map.
I think that was going north of Ponce Junction, if I recall.
And
it became a branch line because they didn't build it all the way.
Colorado narrow gauge railroad map.
Like a DNRG map would show you exactly where it is.
Wait, I think I found what I'm looking for. If I can open this in a larger format, because I can't see it.
DNRG map.
Yeah, you would have to go... Yeah, you can't go the way I was thinking, because that's the Creed branch.
Yeah.
But you could go all the way around if you really wanted to. I mean, once upon a time, you could go all the way around through Antonito, Chama, Save Juan, Durango, Dolores,
Montrose,
yeah,
the Black Canyon.
All the way around the narrow.
Wait a minute. I'm seeing a flaw in this plan. Is that the bit that is underwater now?
Yes.
Ah, yeah.
L.
We just need trains that work underwater.
Or a car float.
Yeah, a big ass car float. Yeah.
I have an idea for our next DEM project.
Oh no. City branch.
We're gonna build the hypothetical railroad from wherever the hell this is.
Actually, I see what you're trying to get at, LSC, with this map.
Grand Junction
so
through
close.
Delta. Hold on, let me send the map that I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, this one works too.
Yeah, they were so close to having Lake City connect with Creed.
Yeah, it's just a giant mountain in the way.
MPS challenge build a railroad from a city decrete.
Through the
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
Rockies,
there's-
just like
not
flat the
around them.
mountain.
Oh wait, there's this the line through Gunnison is not on my map, is it? No, it is. It is. It is. I was thinking that was Tennessee Pass for some
I was
reason.
going to say, how dare they forget
reason.
about Upshot to be speaking the best part of the railroad.
Yeah, you could go through Auto
They had a walk,
And-
goddammit.
Gunnison. Yeah, you could go that way. I was thinking you could go around the long way, but you could go through this way.
Yeah.
But this is clearly Soloviv's master plan. If he
Yeah.
can't have Tennessee Pass, he's going to build his own.
Yeah.
One little railroad, one bankrupt railroad at a time.
Yeah.
But seriously, this is going to be something to keep an eye on because I have
Yeah,
no
that's
idea what he
awesome.
thinks he's going to be able to do with this.
It's
And
cool
also-
that he's trying to do something with it, but we'll see
Yeah.
where he goes.
And also, what the hell is the San Luis Central?
Okay, so
So,
they were kind of oddball that assisted for a time. I think they only really served farms, but they were the reason why we have a Rio Grande steam engine around.
Oh?
Because the Rio Grande sold two of their consolidations to the San Luis Central, and they ran up until I think the 60s or 70s, and the better out of the two was preserved at the Colorado Railroad Museum. And it's the only Rio Grande standard gauge steam engine.
I see.
well, we'll have to think.
So
then.
because the Rio Grande sold two steam engines is why we have one.
Nice.
Thanks, Dr. Evil.
Yeah.
I like how this is the episode
Also,
where we
it could
talk
be
about
long,
Slurge
and it
and
could
Colorado
be
Railroad
the-
history.
SSLB Railroad on the map too, but I still related to it.
Gotcha.
They also had the weird tender motor thing.
Like a tender booster?
Uh, mm, I'm gonna have to get a photo of this.
Hold
Oh
on.
no.
Oh, it's the San Luis Valley. That,
Oh, okay.
But-
Different line, I guess.
but still related because there was a weird short line that assisted on
Down
the
there.
brown side. But no, this thing. That's apparently still around.
Neat.
Well,
Let me see this. I mean, what the hell is this?
what the? Oh god.
Oh,
Oh,
This is a
thing.
caboose.
Oh, I hate it. I forgot this. But
No.
worse does exist.
It's time for
I mean,
locomotive
yes,
versus.
worse as this is, but this thing. It's special.
Burn it.
It is. It's. What special the word for it?
Yeah.
But there are worse words. Worse you can't say.
Or it'll get us canceled.
That's,
I guess canceled.
oh man, this thing is. I don't even know. I don't know. I have no words. No good words, no bad words, just no words. So let's move on to the real catastrophe, which is the Class 1 railroads.
They,
The
Oh, yeah.
elephant in the room.
this is
TBA,
the biggest-
have you had the chance to look through these during your long periods of silence listening to us lose our goddamn minds?
Yeah, I've looked through a number of them, and there's nowhere good. I don't even know where to begin. It's just all bad.
Yeah.
I guess the biggest thing for me is that Schneider, one of BNSF's biggest companies, has shifted from, they stopped shipping with BNSF and now given, they've gone to Union Pacific.
Which is
And-
blowing my mind because
Me
UP has
too.
2 articles right here about how they're gonna have to embargo traffic or how the court is having to
Oh, no.
force them to move cars.
Take over for a second. I just accidentally closed the dock.
Okay, so
actual
Snyder-
misclick, my bad.
Snyder is basically
They said
because
BNSF is doing. They said UP is doing better than BNSF, which is
in the
such an
mobile market
saying
it's
something.
true,
I,
but
It's
I
saying
guess.
something.
How true is that compare like in the grand scheme of things, I feel like all the class ones are not doing great.
Well, they care about the
Intermodal.
intermodal traffic, I guess.
yeah, intermodal
Well-
is their bread and butter.
Yeah, nowadays intermodal absolutely is the bread and butter.
So they obviously still do care about intermodal. They just don't care about
And
short haul
Really anything else.
individual traffic.
And also their
And they're gonna
workers.
kill. They're probably gonna kill a few short line railroads over this.
Yeah, I mean,
Which, in one
They're-
case, won't be bad, but we'll talk about that later.
Union Pacific wants to cut down on crew size and by doing so eliminating train conductors, which I mean I don't
Did
I
they
don't
see
know
what
why.
happened when the town got blown up because of that?
yeah, not good.
Well,
Don't do that.
because they were
Uh,
what are they doing now? They have a see a ground based conductor, which is like a conductor that they just have stationed somewhere.
it's
And
a
it's
dude
like-
in a truck. Like, it's not. This isn't rocket science. It's a guy in a truck.
It's a guy in a truck. Okay.
It's just like, what? You have replaced a guy on the train who will be able to immediately respond to any problem with
Right.
a guy somewhere who may or may not be able to make it out to a train in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
I feel like they have forgotten just how vast the system is, and like, if you're a locomotive engineer, right?
Yeah.
You know, you can't use your phone, you can't read a book, you can't do whatever. You got to focus on the job, the task at hand of driving this train. Now you've got to do it all by yourself.
There's
Alone, like, no stimulus in the cab of a locomotive, you know, in the middle of nowhere for hours and hours on end. It sounds like literal torture. You could not pay me enough.
bro,
Yeah,
that
like-
actually sounds terrible. Because,
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you know, if you're by yourself, what do you got to do if you got to go to the bathroom? And
yeah,
you're in the middle of
or have a
Wyoming.
heart attack.
Okay,
Listen,
Okay.
and you're in the middle of Wyoming going 70 because you're a high priority hotshot and you're by
Yeah.
yourself. You can't just walk away from the controls. You can't.
No,
No,
you can't do that, number one. And, like, number two, again, like, the mental stimulus. Like, what
yeah.
are you
There's
supposed
nobody.
to do?
There's
Imagine,
no company.
you know.
You can't talk to your conductor. Like,
I don't have one.
it's amazing what having someone there to interact with will do for
Yeah.
you on long trips
Yeah.
like that.
Can confirm.
Yeah, like-
I mean, I haven't
the-
done long trips, but yeah.
And if you're working like 12-hour days, like just straight,
If I had
You're
to
gonna
work
fall
12, if I had to work my 12-hour shift alone, I'd quit my job by now.
yeah, right?
Yeah.
And we haven't had a response on the thing about crew size, because there was supposed to be a hearing back in December, and I haven't heard an update on it. There was a hearing on December 14th about train crew size. Meanwhile,
Shout out to all the brakemen that no longer exist.
yeah, well,
Good.
at least they don't have to worry about being tone deaf or anything. CSX and UP have changed their labor policy slightly as of January 1st.
They make
Um,
it seem, yeah, they made mention it's like a unionized employee. So if you're not a part of the union, you're boned. But
Well,
If
it's
you're
very hard to
unionized-
be a railroad employee and not be part of a union.
Yeah, it
Uh,
is incredibly hard. on
shout
the
out
craft
to
one do that.
unions. Being
Yeah.
a union worker is pretty cool.
Shout out to the federal government just screwing over any power the unions have, and the union leadership just shooting themselves in the foot at every opportunity, which is why they voted out the president of the BLET.
Fantastic.
Hey, that's been my
Yeah.
favorite sandwich lately.
The bacon letter. What does the E stand for?
Oh, I thought you said A.
No,
Oh,
it's the
What's the A? Wait, what's the
BLET.
A mean?
A in BLAT stands for avocado.
Oh,
But I guess for BLET, it would be a bacon, lettuce, egg, and tomato.
yeah.
That doesn't sound bad, actually.
No, it
I'm
sounds
I would
pretty
surprised.
I
yummy.
would go for that.
I would eat that.
But anyway,
I guess we're hungry.
the bacon, lettuce, egg, and tomato union kicked out their president, and the union's general secretary declared that with what's his name, Eddie Hall
Yeah.
is the new president of the BLET, and I hope he's better than the last one, or at least I hope they hate him less. But yeah, reading about the new CSX and UP attendance policies, the points don't accrue forever. They now expire on a 12-month cycle, which is,
That's bullshit.
wow, it's so much better.
It's
Good
kind
God.
of bogus.
Yeah.
And then
It's extremely bogus.
The credit period was reduced from 28 days to 14 consecutive credit eligible days. That's still insane. Regular assigned job are now eligible to earn credits. It's insane that they weren't before. Points may be reduced for instances where an employee doesn't show up, refuses a call, misses a call, as long as the employee marks up and works within 6 hours. Basically, if you're like 6
Like, oh crap, I forgot. You know,
Oops.
hours late, I don't
Oh.
understand what this does. Points
Oops,
automatically
I
drop
forgot
off
to
after
go
90
to
days.
work.
Okay. 90 days is a little bit less draconian, but I still don't necessarily understand A, what's going on here, or B, like, why anyone would deal with this. Oh, man.
They
It's not
did.
even like the railroad is. You know, the railroad used to be far and away a great, like, income source.
yeah.
It's not now, because the wages really haven't gone up, and you just have to, like,
You know.
enjoy sitting in an isolation chamber for 12 hours.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hell, it's even better on some class twos. I had a buddy that worked for Portland and Western for a while, and he made pretty good with it.
I say I'd rather
So-
work for like a class 2 or something
Yeah.
at this rate.
I
Yeah,
worked for a
dude,
class
I would
3 at this
never.
point.
It was growing up. It was my dream to like work on the railroad, and like, you know, I was
Oh,
just
yeah.
like, oh
It-
yeah, I want to run a train across the country.
It still
Not
is
anymore. I
mine.
don't.
It's just
Yeah.
Not anymore. I don't.
yeah, it's still my dream by all means. It's just no longer cross country. It's like,
I'd
oh, cool,
rather.
I want to buy the railroad in my backyard and
Yeah.
run that.
Or yeah,
Um,
for me, I'd rather go run an L train around Chicago than
Yeah.
run a class 1 across the country.
not cross country, cross county.
Cross county train, baby.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't even go cross county.
I'm on
Well-
that.
Plus,
I'm on that. I'm on that 95th bound red line train. Southbound. uh,
Well, point is, there's still lots of things going on here.
Yeah.
There's still
like
the machine is still working, or rather, perhaps not working, and yeah, somebody offers you $80,000, and people don't want to take the money because it sucks.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it. I don't think anyone here would.
I don't know. I'd consider it depending on, where, but Portland, fuck no. Buchin, maybe.
Oh man,
But UB
I
doesn't
don't know.
base anything out of Buchin anymore.
this whole class 1 meltdown, from the strike to it being averted to now,
It's interesting, and
it's still worse.
Mm-hmm.
it's interesting. I think I think some railroads are going to get screwed by this. Smaller railroads, anyway. if
Yeah,
it
mean,
keeps on going this way, like the
bigger
Willamette
railroads
Valley
are already
Railway.
screwed. They just
near
have a
me.
bigger cushion to land on.
The Willamette Valley Railway only interchanges with UP, and if UP start saying, "Oh, hey, we're not going to take your grain or your wheat for cars anymore," they're dead.
Yeah.
They're
They say,
dead.
"Oh, sorry, we have to embargo the traffic. We don't have enough crews
Yeah.
to do the."
I
It's
wonder
insane.
why we don't
It's
have
insanity.
enough crews.
It's insanity that the railroading industry has reached a point where it makes more sense for them to do this than just to provide good service all the time.
Yeah, I know. They've gone away from what the initial point of a railroad was. To
Yeah.
provide a good source of transportation to
To
your
be a
customers.
railroad.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
Now
They
they're
got
just
too
trying to keep
caught up
their
in the
heads above water.
money.
They're just trying to keep their heads above water anymore.
I mean, not even
the
that. They
tail
make money
pocket.
hand over fist. They just want line to go up all the time, and to do that, that's like, if you want your operating ratio to get better, and we actually did like
Didn't we do a whole thing on like PSR a while ago?
well, we did. We had a long conversation about this in the Open TTD thread because we were comparing our different railroads towards the end of the last server. Which, speaking of the MPS map, we used that map for the Open TTD server, which was very fun. And that's, we sort of learned like what the different things really mean. I mean, operating profit versus operating ratio, and there's another figure that combined the two, but the operating ratio being just directly a comparison of the money you're spending versus the money you're taking in. You can reduce the amount of money you're taking in, but as long as you reduce the amount you're spending by even more, your operating ratio still goes up. And that's what this is all about. The railroads can bring out their operating ratio and say, like, listen, we are making more in profit relative to what we spend, and that's the important part, than ever before. But they might not necessarily be making more money, and they might not be, they're definitely not improving service or expanding service. They're cutting out stuff that does make money but doesn't make enough for the operating ratio. Like you make $2 on every dollar, but the other service makes $1.50 on every dollar. So if you get rid of that, you're making less money overall, but you're making more money compared to what you're spending. And that's what it's all about now, because I guess that's
efficiency.
It's efficiency. It's easier to do, right?
I remember we did like the whole computation for the operating like ratio. We went down the like income list. We took the income and subtracted operating costs.
We'll divide it out. You added up your operating costs and you added up your income, and you took the former and divided by the latter, and that's your operating ratio.
Yeah, that's
and you had an operating ratio of like 0.2.
No, it was like 0.96 or something like that. It's fucking. You were impressed by it.
Oh yeah, it was point. Yeah, it might have been 0.096 or something, because it was incredibly low. Yeah, because you were just making ludicrous amounts of money because Tycoon games.
Because locomotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this whole Class 1 meltdown has been an ongoing thing, and I'd say that we're pretty lucky that like nothing has gotten completely shut down.
Yeah.
But we have seen like a lull in rail service, and there's been side effects of that. Like, it's hard to find my cat food that I need.
Yeah, I mean, the global logistical catastrophe in the wake of COVID is just being magnified by this, this greed of the railroad companies, and like, well, we don't, if we don't have to provide good service to make money, why would we provide good service? It costs money to do that.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I'll let us run it, honestly.
And then, like, here's the thing: is like the railroads don't care if the rest of the country fails, because they're like, "Oh, so sorry."
Yeah.
We're the railroad. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the people that are going to be affected by this are not the people in control of it.
Nope.
Absolutely.
Anyway, That's what it was supposed to be like. That's what the union was supposed to do, but the union leadership was just like, we don't need to push that hard. They
Yeah.
chickened out. It was a game of chicken, and the union leadership chickened out before the companies did. And I mean, they got their hand forced by Congress, which was not good, but I don't know. Could have been different. Either way,
How could this whole thing have been avoided? That's another topic for another podcast.
By selling Conrail to the union.
I wish I had a DeLorean.
So if we went back
Go back in time
6-7 years and eliminated Hunter Harrison, helped him retire from life.
Helped him retire from life. Jesus Christ!
I was literally about to
in Minecraft.
What if in Minecraft parody we adapted?
Yeah, so he would never implement PSR, and it wouldn't have spread to the other class ones.
Wait, what do we? No, it's the opposite. You got to keep him alive.
No.
You got to prevent him from dying in the middle of PSR so that people don't get the wrong idea about what it's supposed to be.
JFK him before he even thinks
about
PSR.
The thing about PSR
don't do the JFK.
You have to die at the end.
You have to die.
Before the thought of PSR even existed, when we have to go back to.
No, don't.
Yes.
We're not.
No, what
we're not
we
killing
really
the
need
dead
to
guy.
do is go back and stop ODOT from buying the cheer brand, so we can simply go around the Union Pacific Main Line for 40 miles.
What was the thing that we're doing? The butterfly effect? Something in Locomotive Versus?
Yeah.
Somebody made a joke about, affecting the future.
I said time travel removes chair.
Oh, yeah. You're removing the chair to prevent PSR.
Yeah.
Just move the chair a little?
Yeah. It's enough to move the timeline.
If we delay the invention of the printing press.
Yeah.
Huh.
Anyway, that's a podcast.
Yeah.
Does anyone have anything they need to shout out? Maintenance away, advertisements, that sort of thing?
Nah, I ain't gonna go to bed.
I do too. I gotta be up at 3 a.m.
Bro, why?
I go to work at 5.
Gross.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I work mornings.
Yeah. Skill issue.
But I mean, it works out well for prey dates, so I'm not even mad.
And, yeah, alright. Well, if nobody has anything they want to shout out, Big E is at the end of the month. I will be there. Come down, come visit, let me know. I'll be at the Providence Northern booth, probably selling trading cards indirectly, because I cannot sell them at the booth. So.
Sell them at a table 10 feet away.
Yeah, no, I can't, I'm not... You need, a license to sell at the Big E, so...
That's what... Sell them under a table 10 feet away.
Yeah. Let people provide a $6 donation, and in return...
Cards.
I provide you with trading cards. Anyway. I do not have a termination, but what's everyone's guesses for latest train on Amtrak?
I think
Wolverine.
Southwest Chief. Number
Southwest
3.
Chief.
Number 3.
Number 3, alright. The Wolverine?
Yep.
I don't think there's a Wolverine on system. It's
Damn.
not. It is not, in fact, 2:32 p.m. CST.
Damn it, I didn't... I don't know.
No, Jader, Dean, Milky?
Well, I thought I heard the faint sound of an Amtrak horn in my background. So, probably northbound Coast Story. The southbound one hasn't been getting ditched too bad.
Okay.
Southwest Chief? Eastbound?
Southwest Chief. Which one?
Eastbound, is that the thing?
Yeah.
That is the thing. TBA?
I said 3.
Oh, wait, you already said. Who didn't say? Jader?
Me. Let's do the Westbound Empire Builder.
Westbound Empire Builder. Let's start with the Westbound Empire Builder, I think. Wait, let me double check all these just so I know what the latest thing actually is. Whoa, wait a minute.
What?
What?
Alright. Let me tackle this first. Alright, Coast Starlight to Seattle, number 14, northbound, 41 minutes late at San Jose.
Yeah.
Not the latest train on Amtrak. Also, there is a surfliner that's later.
Ooh.
Surfliner that is 49 minutes late. Wow. Ooh. The Southwest Chief to Chicago eastbound is 1 hour and 18 minutes late at Lamar, Colorado. It is not the latest train on Amtrak.
No.
I have to shout out this one.
Wait, what about 3?
Hold on, I'll get to it.
Oh.
I have to shout out this one, although nobody asked for it. It's here. The California Zephyr to Chicago is 1 hour and 57 minutes late at Denver. And let me just double check on. Let me check on these two over here. No, there's a fairly late Silver Star and Auto Train, but those are not the latest train on Amtrak. Instead, for the first time ever, we have not just a tie, but a winning tie.
What?
What?
The Empire Builder to Seattle and the Southwest Chief to Los Angeles are both 1 hour and 59 minutes late.
Wow.
And they are the latest trains on Amtrak.
Wait,
What?
okay, we gotta give it like 5 minutes and see if it updates and what changes.
I should go by.
No, I gotta go to sleep, TBA.
Hold on, I refreshed it. No, because it's not going to update until like they get to a station. No, we're not waiting.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, that has never happened before.
Wow.
What?
Fantastic.
I should go
All right.
buy lottery tickets.
Yeah, I don't understand why people say that when you've clearly just used up all of your luck.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You've already peaked. You can't go up again.
You've peaked. This is the high point.
Yeah.
No, the
Because
high
like when
point-
I turn my career at my job will be the day that I see trailer number 69420. I'm going to quit after that because it's not going to go up from there.
Yeah, that's the high point. All right. Anyway, Dean, what's your termination?
I don't have one. I couldn't think of anything funny.
Oh.
Okay,
Al.
I'll just leave it
Well-
blank then. Milky.
Amtrak 3 is about to get to Winslow.
My termination is the donation page for the New York Central Electric.
Oh, good. Yes. Save these poor boys.
Please.
Jader.
My voice hurts. I don't know what's going on at this point.
COVID.
I hope not, because it's literally just my throat.
Well, shut up.
Yeah, I better.
TBA,
I'm gonna buy a DeLorean someday.
do it. Paste without formatting. And me with 0, I would like to proudly announce that all of my Volvos are broken.
How broken?
Well, I'm not driving anywhere.
That's not good.
L plus
Yeah.
ratio plus.
Yeah. L plus ratio
Looking
plus
car.
I gotta call Tony.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have so many options for title of this podcast, and I don't know what I'm picking. But we will see you guys in a couple of weeks. Thank you for coming on the show. I know it was a late one. Thank you for watching, those who stuck it out. And spoiler alert, just to tell everyone, this camera is not live. It is the middle of the goddamn night. And thank you to Steve and Wes, and thank you to this camera by Virtual Railfan, who has not taken us down yet. We'll see you all next week, and in case of an emergency, call Conrail.
Don't actually call them though.
Don't
Bye-bye.
actually call them. No, goodbye.
Bye. Right, I'm going to bed.